it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another meal prep video. Today's meal prep is going to be extra special because I did not have to go grocery shopping. Today we are doing a fridge clean out sort of meal prep, and if you guys didn't know, I am a full-time YouTuber. I basically make food for a living. Yes guys. It's not so bad, yes. So I always have a very well-stocked fridge, pantry, freezer, and that is always good, but quite often it is very, very full. So I always have lots of leftovers, lots of different ingredients. So today I decided that enough is enough. I need to go and clean out my fridge and just cook with what I have today. So yeah, I did not go grocery shopping for this video, so I'm just going to be making whatever I can with what I have in my fridge, my pantry, my freezer. So if you are someone that has a similar problem as I do and your fridge and pantry and freezer are just jam-packed, then definitely try this out yourself. See what you can make with whatever you already have in your kitchen. That way we can reduce food waste and also make some delicious food, hopefully, and also you can come up with some creative recipes using this sort of method. Before we get started with this video, I want to let you know that today's video is supported by Audible. If you guys don't know, Audible is my favorite place to go to for audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks on a regular basis. Anytime I'm walking, commuting somewhere, that is my favorite time to listen to an audiobook because I feel like I'm doing two things at once. Efficiency is one of my favorite things in the world, yes. Recently, I just finished a book by Oprah. Yes, the queen, guys, the queen. The book was called What I Know For Sure, and it's read by Oprah as well, which is an extra little treat. And it's a really nice, heartfelt, good book to listen to. And I don't know, I just think she's very inspirational. So if you want to get a completely free audiobook and listen to that book or any other book of your choice for free, check out that link down below. It is audibletrial.com/cheaplazyvegan. That way you can get yourself a completely free book and a free trial if you have never tried Audible before. It is definitely worth it. So thank you to Audible for supporting this channel. Now let's see what I can make with what I already have. Alright you guys, so as you can see, I have lots of different things in front of me. I'm just gonna kind of go through what I have. I have so many different things and I think I can make a lot of food, and I think I have an idea of what I want to make. So first here, I have some lentils. Now this is something that you could keep in your pantry for a long time, so it's not necessarily something that I'm trying to get rid of, but I wanted to make a soup and I wanted to add some lentils in the soup. These are some red split lentils that I always keep in my pantry, and I have here some potatoes. I've got two potatoes here. I have some extra soft tofu and some cauliflower that I do definitely need to use up. So with this, I think I'm going to make a soup, and that is probably going to be the first thing I make. I have over here some more things, okay? So these are some things I found in my freezer. I have some chickpeas that are frozen. I also have a frozen block of tofu. I don't know if this is medium firm, extra firm. I have no idea. So much Tupperware. So much Tupperware. Black-eyed beans. Definitely need to use this up. I've had this for a long time. This was in my freezer though, so it's fine. I also have some soft tofu. I don't necessarily need to use this up, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but it is available to me if I want to. It says best before July 5th, so I still have plenty of time. I also have tempeh, which again, I don't need to use this up. Another thing that I don't need to use up today, but I do have available is this Eve's Veggie Cuisine Mexican Veggie Ground Round. I've talked about this before. This is basically like a vegan ground beef, I guess. And it's really good, and I feel like I can use it in a variety of different recipes. And then I have some produce that I definitely need to use up. I've got some chopped up bell pepper. This is some yellow bell pepper. This is probably about quarter of a yellow bell pepper that for sure is going to go bad like tomorrow if I don't use it today. Another thing that I have is some leftover broccoli. This I've had for a while. Oh my gosh. And oh my god, my carrots. These are just some sad looking carrots up in here, okay? Maybe I'll throw this in the soup. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this in the soup. I've had it for way too long. I think I can still use it though. Carrots are fine. Just need to peel it and it'll be good. It'll be good. I have some soaked shiitake mushroom, quite a bit of shiitake mushroom, maybe a little over a cup of shiitake mushrooms. They are soaked, so they are ready to just throw into whatever dishes I want to. I also have a red bell pepper that I'm also going to use up today. I have a sad looking mushroom. I don't think I should use this. This one's very old. Okay, this compost. All right, are we ready to cook? All right, you guys, so I believe I'm going to be making a creamy cauliflower soup with the lentils and potatoes and of course cauliflower. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually steam this cauliflower for about 20 minutes until it is completely soft. And then during that time, I'm going to be, chopping some veggies and getting everything else ready. So once I've steamed it, I can blend it up and then I can put it into like a soup. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Let's get started. Oh, did I mention also that this is going to be a high protein meal prep? Yes. So I have this very handy dandy steamer thing here. So I'm gonna put in some water and then bring it to a boil and then steam the cauliflower. I can't remember where I got that from. I think it was from my parents' house. You could probably find something like that on Amazon or in Walmart or anywhere else that sells pots. All right, we've washed the cauliflower. We've also chopped it so that it's a little bit smaller. That way it'll steam faster and it'll just be easier later on when we need to blend, okay? And I'm still waiting for the water to boil, so I'm just going to start peeling the carrots and potatoes. All right, so I decided last minute that I'm actually going to throw in one of the potatoes into the steamer as well so that I can blend up the potato and that will create an even creamier texture to the soup. I'm a genius. Okay. I'm first chopping up the potato so that once again it steams faster. One thing I'm gonna do, guys, is keep a compost bag out here so that anytime I chop veggies and I have like some, residue. Oh, by the way, I couldn't save this one. I just feel like it's a bit of a sad situation over here, okay? We can just throw in our compost into the compost right away so that it decreases the cleanup, makes the cleanup much more efficient. So now that we've thrown in one of the potatoes, we're gonna chop the other potato. We also have 2 carrots that are kind of semi-alive, a little bit of life to them, we're gonna chop them into small pieces. Oh my gosh, guys, I also found in the fridge another item I could use. Quarter of an onion. I freaked out for a minute. I thought we didn't have onions, and then I realized I have leftover onion. All right, folks, we now have a giant soup pot thing. So I'm gonna start by dicing the onion along with some minced garlic, which I already have in the fridge. Yes, I always like to keep minced garlic in the fridge so that in situations like this, I don't have to mince garlic because mincing garlic is the worst thing, but garlic is the best thing. So I need to have minced garlic, but I hate doing it. So I have a little hack video if you guys want to check that out. I'll link that down below. So we are going to start sauteing that with a tiny bit of oil in this pot. By the way, you guys, I've never made this recipe before, so I am just winging it as I always do. All right, so I've added in the garlic and the onion. We are just going to saute that a little bit. I turned the heat down to a medium. Ooh, it smells good already. I'm gonna add a little splash of water because the garlic's sticking to the pan. And let's just add in the veggies. YOLO. Whew. All right, folks. So we are just kind of sauteing this. And I also decided to add in some of those black-eyed beans because I have so many. And we are going to also add in red split lentils. Let's add a cup of red split lentils. And then we're gonna need some water as well. Maybe 2 cups of water. Let's just bring this to a boil. All right, for seasonings, I'm going to, ooh, it is steamy up in here. For seasonings, I'm actually going to start with some Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. So I think we're just gonna start with 1 tablespoon of this. I'm also going to add in some nutritional yeast. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon as well. You can of course add more. I kind of want to, you know what? Let's add 2 tablespoons. We are also going to add some garlic powder. I'm gonna add about let's say half a tablespoon. And the same for onion powder. About half a tablespoon of onion powder. And then we're gonna mix that. It's hot up in here. All right, I'm gonna turn this down to about a medium heat, a medium low actually. Let's let it kind of simmer. So red split lentils do cook very quickly, guys. So you don't really need to worry too much about making sure it's all fully cooked. By the time the cauliflower and potato mixture is blended, this should be nicely cooked. So I'm just going to cover this up and let that kind of simmer. So guys, I have about 5 minutes left until My cauliflower and potato mixture is finished. So meanwhile, I'm just going to chop the rest of the vegetables I'm going to use for other recipes. That is how you do, okay? All right, I've chopped up the veggies and shiitake mushrooms. But for now, it looks like the cauliflower and potatoes are finished. So let's have a look. All right, so they've been steaming for about 20 minutes. And the way that you can tell that they are finished is just by poking the contents with a fork. And if it goes in really easily, like you can see here, it's pretty much breaking. That means it is pretty much good to go. Basically, it has to blend really well. So it is very, very soft now. So I should be ready to go. Let's turn this off. And we're gonna throw these into a blender. All right, we are now going to use, I'm actually using a food processor, but you can use a blender as well. So my food processor is not very big, so I think I'm gonna have to do 2 little rounds of this, okay? So we're just gonna throw this in. Throw in some more. Potatoes look good. I actually have some soy milk here, so I'm actually gonna throw in a cup total of soy milk. This one is just like pure soy milk, really, really good. So first I'm gonna start with half a cup for this round of blending. Let's blend. So I have blended that up. I'm gonna throw this into the soup and then we're gonna blend the second round. All right, we have a slight disaster situation here. It looks like the lentils have completely stuck to the bottom, but that's okay. So let's add in this mixture. We're definitely gonna need some water. Let's add in 2 cups of water. That was round 1 of the cauliflower. I'm so sad that it stuck to the bottom. Anyways, all right, let's blend the second round. Here's the second round of cauliflower and potato and soy milk mixture. We're gonna bring this to a boil, and I decided that I'm gonna add in 1 more cup of lentils. Ooh, look, we're using up all the lentils. This is about 3/4 cup actually. Let's bring this to a boil. I'm gonna close this up for a second. All right, so the bad thing about that soup thing is it is like going a little crazy, like, I'll show you. Oh God. Ah! Did you see that? It beats. Ah! I shouldn't have added in that extra thing of lentils. We're just gonna let that cook for about 10 minutes and then just leave it in heat and it should be fine. The lentils should cook. It's like a monster. That's why I wanted to boil the lentils first, but then I failed because I added in another cup of lentils and I shouldn't have done that. All right, so while we are letting that soup do its thing and maybe blow up my kitchen, who knows, we are going to make a bit of a stir fry situation. So I'm using this wok. We're gonna make a stir fry. I think it's gonna be a bean, mushroom, and veggie stir fry. Yeah. All right, so we're going to be making a really, really simple peanut stir fry sauce. I'm going to be taking a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, which is about 4 tablespoons. I'm making a big portion, which is why I'm taking 4 tablespoons. Oh, peanut butter, why are you so delicious? Wow. This is all natural peanut butter, by the way, so it's all oily and good. And we're also gonna be using some tamari. So this is a soy sauce alternative. This is a gluten-free soy sauce. You can use a regular soy sauce, of course. I just have tamari on hand. So we're gonna let's use 2 tablespoons of tamari. Once again, I have not made this. I probably made this a long time ago, but this is how I cook, you know? You just gotta, add a bit, see if you like it, add more if you need to. The next ingredient is rice vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar. So it's gonna be a really, really simple stir fry sauce. So that was 2 tablespoons of both soy sauce and apple cider vinegar. And then we are just going to mix that up. I'm trying to decide if I want to add a sweetener or not. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of a sweetener. We're just gonna add 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. You can omit the sweetener if you don't want the sugar. So that is a really, really simple peanut sauce. I'm going to also add in some water. Let's add in a 1/4 cup of water just to thin this out, make it easier because we're gonna throw this into the stir fry. Look at that. I mean, seriously, that just looks delicious. All right, let's go to the wok. Here's the wok. We've heated it up already. We're gonna throw in about 1 teaspoon of oil, not too much, just a teaspoon. And we're gonna heat up that oil for a couple seconds. And let's throw in a pretty large amount of garlic. Maybe this is about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. I have the heat on medium-high heat. And we're just gonna basically throw everything in, guys. So we have all the veggies I've chopped up. We've got the bell peppers, we have the broccoli, and I also have the, shiitake mushrooms that I've chopped as well. And then pretty much right away, we're gonna throw in the beans too. This is probably about 2 cups of beans. I need to use them all up. Let's just throw it all in there. This is a very, very simple, very easy, pretty much impossible to screw up type of recipe. Basically my favorite kind of recipe. So we're gonna let that cook for about a couple minutes. Just in time, the soup, I actually added in a little bit more water so that the whole lentils being stuck to the bottom doesn't happen again. And look at that, guys. It actually looks so good. I did give it a little taste. It tastes really good. You can of course feel free to add different seasonings, more seasonings. For me, this is enough. I don't think I need any more. So I'm just going to turn this off. Amazing. So simple and full of nutrients. So I've turned the heat off, but I'm just gonna let it kind of sit there. Let's go back to the stir fry. So let's throw in our peanut sauce. And let's mix that well. Oh my God, that looks so good. This is gonna go great with rice. So I feel like I want the veggies to cook a little longer, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water, about half a cup of water. We are going to mix that once again. We're gonna cover this up and let that cook for a little bit. All right, look at that. Smells so good, and the veggies are cooked. This is pretty much done. I don't have rice with me, but I will eat it with rice when I can. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, that is done. All right, so we've got lunch and dinner items finished. Whichever ones I'm going to eat for lunch, I'm not sure. But now I need to make some breakfast. So I think for breakfast, I'm just gonna make something really, really quick. Just a very easy kind of tofu scramble, but I think I'm gonna use the veggie ground. So that is where I'm gonna get the flavor. I'm gonna add in some of this tofu, soft tofu, and also some of the chickpeas. So it's just gonna be a really, really quick kind of stir fry situation. So let's see. All right, so we've got another pan. Add in some oil. We're gonna heat that up. Let's add in these chickpeas. Let's let them thaw out. We're also gonna add in some garlic, of course. Lots of garlic, once again. Maybe about 3 cloves of garlic, 2 or 3. And then we're just gonna add in that block of soft tofu. I would probably prefer to use medium firm or extra firm, but we're using what we have today. I'm gonna break this up a little bit, turn it up, and let that water also kind of get away from the tofu. What am I saying? Let the water evaporate. You know what I also found that would be fantastic in this? I'm going to add in some frozen mixed vegetables. About a cup, I would say. Woo! Still quite watery. Just let it sit. A lot of the water is gone. I'm getting a bit impatient. So I've kind of mixed everything together. We're gonna throw in the veggie ground. I'm just gonna throw in half of the package. So this is already seasoned. There's quite a bit of sodium in here already. So I don't think I'll need to add too much to this. So I'm just gonna kind of break it up and just add it into our mixture. Oh, it actually looks so good. I'm very impressed. Now it's starting to brown, and I think we can turn off the heat, and it smells so good thanks to the flavors from the veggie ground. It smells so delicious. I think this is gonna be a very delicious meal. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whew, look at that. guys, so that brings us to the end of this meal prep video. I mean, I am pretty impressed with myself, if I may say so. Very happy with how everything turned out. I'm very excited to eat this. I actually haven't even eaten yet because I haven't broken my fast yet, yes. So I'm kind of excited. I think I'm gonna dig into the breakfast very soon. So that goes to show you how much you could actually make with just what you can find in your fridge and your freezer and your pantry if you have a lot of things sitting in there already. So I hope this inspired you to go and make some delicious food. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And do not forget to grab yourself a free audiobook using the link down below. Thank you to Audible for supporting this channel. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!